Long Reef Beach is a beautiful crescent beach located on Sydney's northern beaches. There are many things to see at Long Reef, such as the lookout at the headland, wave cut platform and DY Lagoon. The beach can be found at 33.74 degrees south and 151.30 degrees east, and is approximately 21 kilometers away from the Sydney CBD. The beach has changed massively since the first photography, with most of the impacts being the development of properties such as the Surf Life Saving Club, lifeguard shack, golf course, and path up to the headland lookout. Another example of change is the planting of vegetation on the dunes to keep them from blowing away. This means that there is much more space on the beach as there was more sand due to not having any buildings or car parks around. There are many examples of erosion on Long Reef Beach, including attrition, which is when waves cause rocks and pebbles to smash into each other, breaking them down. This is the main source of sand and sediment on the beach. Another prevalent form of erosion is hydraulic action, which is when waves continuously crash against rocks, eventually eroding them away. Examples of this can be seen all over the beach, with prime examples such as the headland and the massive wave-cut terrace that can be found under the headland. Corrosion can also impact the beach because of the acids in the ocean, but this is not as prevalent as the other two. Potholing can also be seen in some places around the beach, but this is not as common as in some other beaches. It is mostly seen in the wave-cut terrace. There are heaps of coastal landforms to be seen at Long Reef Beach, the most apparent one being the large headland that juts out of the land. This forms a barrier between Long Reef Beach and Fisherman's Beach. The main way headlands are formed is by hydraulic action, eroding away the weaker rock surrounding the headland, leaving the piece of rock jutting out of the mainland. The headland features a massive golf course which extends out into the mainland and a path that leads out to a lookout, which is a popular tourist destination. Another prominent coastal landform is the expansive wave-cut platform that is found under the headland. These are also formed by hydraulic action. The waves bashing the bottom of a headland eventually erodes out the notch in the cliff face, and as this notch expands, the weight of the cliff above becomes too great and the roof collapses on the cave, making a platform. The platform at Long Reef is low enough so it can't be seen at high tide, but is high enough up so it can be seen at low tide. This platform can also act as a natural groin as it juts out from the edge of the headland. Long Reef Beach is home to some of the oldest rocks that can be found in history. These include the Boulder Hill Clay Zone, which was formed in the Triassic period. This is where all of the red rocks that can be found at Long Reef came from. One of the major results of coastal deposition is DY Lagoon. The lagoon acts as a barrier between Long Reef Beach and DY Beach and is an important refuge for endangered plants and animals. Lagoons are usually formed when there's a large basin of land, and as the sediment is eroded away, the water seeps in and creates a large pool of water. Sometimes there can be a passage of water connecting the lagoon to the beach. Sand dunes are also a very prominent effect of deposition and can be found at most beaches, including Long Reef Beach. They act as the buffer between the mainland and the beach and are formed by wind blowing the sand from the beach up to the back, eventually piling up and forming dunes. Plants and other flora can be planted on the dunes to stop them from being blown away by the wind. Human development is a major factor at Long Reef Beach. Long Reef features 2 car parks, a golf course, a lookout on the headland, and a lifesaver shack, to name a few. Long Reef doesn't feature as many human developments as some other beaches, notably lacking an ocean pool and a seawall. The council are in process of rebuilding the Surf Life Savers Club at Long Reef. This process started in November of 2021 and was approximated to take 12 months to complete. Meant to feature a cafe, toilet, and redone Surf Life Saving Club. Some of the human intervention includes the vegetation planted on dunes. This is not an inappropriate development as it helps keep the beach from being eroded. Some fences and ropes have also been built to help stop this from occurring. You can see how much inappropriate development has affected Long Reef from the 1943 photography on 6 maps. I visited the beach on the 1st of March and the day was extremely windy with light showers. I was there for 2 hours from 5 PM to 7 PM. The wind speeds were in excess of 45 km per hour coming from the east-southeast direction, with a relatively low tide. These massive amounts of wind and rain were due to the La Nina and the east coast low that was going on at the time. When I was doing the longshore drift test with the Orange, it floated 16 meters south after testing for 1 minute. There was about an 80% cloud cover and the clouds were altocumulus. When I visited, the waves were constructive, which I could tell from the gradual slope of the beach. and most of the waves were spilling with a 0.4 to 0.6 meters set height. Thanks for watching, I hope you learned something and have a great day.